All praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham HaRakah Kodash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone wall, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure unto the end. Shalom wa abababal. Alright, as you can see, it says, during the UN Rights Commission, participants turned their back to U.S. Ambassador Michelle Taylor protesting against bombing in Gaza, which this is prophecy that pretty much the whole world is going to hate the whore. And Russia and the European Union is going to lead the way. Revelation 17, it says, I'll start at 11, Revelation 17 and 11. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth, and is of the seven, and goeth into perdition, which is America, and it's going to go into destruction. It's going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles via its allies at the return of Yahushai. After they make that implantable microchip mandatory, they're going to nuke America. It says that the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth, and of the seven, and goeth into perdition. Which you got the seven-headed beast, you got the seven-headed beast, right? Which each of these heads represent a country. You had the Greeks, the British, Germania Minor, Spanish, French, Romans, Germania Major. Alright, which all these were replicas of the Roman Empire. Okay, and the Greek, which came before the Roman, you had the Greco-Roman Empire. And then eventually, now you have the European Union, and the horns on these heads represent the kings of the European Union, which out of all these nations, they have teeth, which is their military when they come together, making up NATO. Alright, and America is the whore that rides the beast, okay? And it tells you that all these seven heads, alright, we're all always trying to get world dominance. Greece, Alexander the Greek, Rome, they were known for conquering the known world, right? And all the other countries, look at Germany, you had Hitler, all of them have had chances where they all tried to rule the world. The so-called white men used these countries to try to rule the world, alright? And America's doing the same thing with the European Union, which they think they're invincible because they got NATO and they got the United Nations, which is the other nations. And as you can see, these people ain't too happy, alright, with America. Alright, and this is going to lead to the nuclear destruction of America. Alright, because these heads, the kings of these countries, alright, they're going to turn on America, and they're going to, with these other nations, shoot missiles on America. It says in verse 12, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings. So you had 10 horns on these heads, which represent countries, which are kings. It says, which have received no kingdom as yet, which it's coming alive now, the New World Order, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast, which we're in that time of this beast coming to power, right? The New World Order and their confederate. It says, these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb, which is Yahushua, he's coming on the so-called UFOs, shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, And they that are with him, because this devil is going to make war with the saints, all right, are called and chosen and faithful. And he that saith unto me, the waters which thou seest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Once again, you see, well, look, they're upset where the whore sitteth, right? They're rejecting America, the whore, right? It says, and the 10 horns, which are the kings of the European Union, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. So this is why they're showing hate. The whole world is hating this whore, America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For Yahweh and his son Yahushai have put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai shall be fulfilled. Which shows you we're at the end, all right? We're at the very end of this. And if nuclear war is this close, how much more the chip, all right? The implantable microchip that they're going to make mandatory for buying and selling. Daniel 2, verse... It says... Verse 41, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, which you see this, right? These 10 horns are the 10 toes, all right? And they mingled themselves with the heathen, and they're divided, all right? As I said yesterday in my opening remarks, to discuss. See? It says, and the kingdom shall be divided. And what's it say? If Satan's house is divided, it has an end. But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, the ancient Roman Empire, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. So part of it is strong and part of it is weak. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with miry clay. Because America has a heavy debt. As you can see, they're rejecting what America is doing in the land of Gaza, which is, in the land of ancient Israel. It says, and in the days of these kings shall Yahweh, the power of heaven, through his son Yahushai, set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And that's why you see the men standing on their feet, prophesying in the truth, starting with the apostles which rule great millstone well. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, which they think they're going to bring us into a new form of slavery or kill us. They got, plans, of putting us through misery and then death. It says, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So now that we're standing on our feet, there is nobody or nothing that can stop this truth now. The prophecies are passing up faster and faster and faster because the Lord is shortening the days for the elect's sake. All right? And the Lord is going to use his elect men to break down these other nations. It says in verse 45, for as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, the chariot Yahushua comes upon, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, and it says the silver and the gold. The great power hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter, and the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. So that's why we have a sure word of prophecy. The Lord is coming to judge the world and punish the wicked and all them that do wickedly. All praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Ha Rekakodash, double honors to our apostle elders which rule great millstone while, and Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure unto the end. Shalom Ha Abba Ball.